Hey mate, tough game, but back-to-back clean sheets, another win. The Ranić, I wouldn't say roller coaster, I'd say steady ride. Continued, mate. I mean, what did you make of that overall today, first of all, mate?
Do you know what, that performance, it wasn't our best at all. You know, that you think back to the first 45 minutes against Crystal Palace, and we didn't see any of that today. You know, sometimes you have to win ugly. You have to get into a dogfight and you have to win ugly.
Top 3 did today, didn't they?
Yeah, they all did, you know. It's a competitive league, the Premier League, and when you go up against teams in the bottom half of the table, it's never always going to be easy against them. You know, they're fighting for survival, a lot of them. So coming away here to Norwich, I did say 3-0, but you know what, I'll take the 1-0.
Take it all day, mate. Clean sheet again. I mean, De Gea did have to make a few saves in the end. First half, I think we controlled it. We pretty much shut them out. They weren't causing a threat, but when it's been called upon again, De Gea really did pull it out the bag for us again today. I mean, he has said he's his number one now, and it's good to see that he is back to his best because we needed him, mate.
Yeah, we have, definitely, and I'm glad Ralph Ranić came out and said he's my number one. That will give David De Gea even more confidence to know that he is the man between those sticks week in, week out, and you know, he's making these crucial saves. Like you said, 4 or 5 years ago, he was the best goalkeeper in the world, and he's showing that form again. And to be honest with you, if he's not in goal tonight, we're not walking out with 3 points.
That's the point, mate. It is the point. I mean, second half there, did you feel like we allowed them to dictate the play and the pace of the game a little bit too much? I mean, you mentioned it then from last weekend. We didn't really press at all today, either half, did we?
No, we didn't. There was no press at all. Every time Norwich got on the ball, they were pressing us, and I was thinking to myself, they're going to get a goal. I was just waiting for it to happen, and a lot of the time, as you've seen, whenever we are playing, we always have to go back before we can go forward. And I'm just thinking to myself, guys, get the ball forward. We've got to be more clinical in the final third, because every time we got onto the edge of their box, it's like we just didn't know what to do. Loose balls, backwards, sideways, and I'm thinking, please don't go back to OLE ball again. It just looks so, this is exactly what it looked like, and I was just getting more and more frustrated, and I was just thinking to myself, we're probably just going to have to take the point in the end, because we're not going to create anything.
That's it, mate. It seemed to be through sheer press from them. They were making us play poorly. Yeah. It wasn't like they were creating, it was just again, and that's like Dean Smith did to us with Aston Villa. It was like, give them the ball, then go, and then they'll make a mistake, and then they'll bring us into it. Yeah. And that's exactly how it went in the second half, really, didn't it, mate?
It did, and you know, I'll tell you, if it wasn't for that mistake at the back by Norwich, there would have been no chances created at all. I mean, no one turned up today when you think about it, and you know, that front four, no, and I mean, even when Rashford, it was Sancho that came off. I honestly thought it was Rashford that was going to come off, but you know, yeah, and I think the only reason why he was left on was because of his pace. That was it. But then, you know, obviously lapse of concentration for Norwich, gave away the penalty, and you know, Ronaldo never misses, and you know, a lot of people still criticise him, but he's won us the game again.
13 for the season, mate. Didn't do anything else. Well, he had a moment in the first half where he cut in and pulled a great save from Krul. He is what he is at the moment. He's there for that impact, and he is, when asked on, going to deliver for you. And we've got two players in that out there at the moment we can guarantee on, and that's Ronaldo and De Gea. And them two combined today, pretty much got us that win when we needed it. The crucial moments were theirs. Midfield, we sort of battled it. We never really had control of the ball. We're sort of lacking in numbers in that midfield area, aren't we?
Yeah.
In terms of controlling it and looking to who we can change it up with. Is it going to be a case of January comes, we need to look in that midfield department? We just don't control it. We have possession, but we don't control the ball, do we?
No, we don't. We need someone that's calm and composed on the ball, and we ain't got that at the moment. You know, I know McTominay and Fred aren't the greatest partnership, but they have improved since Ranić has come in. But we definitely need a midfielder, and you know, if Donny van der Beek isn't going to be starting games, then we definitely need to get another midfielder in. I do expect people to leave in January, but we need a midfielder. And you know, when you think about it, Cristiano Ronaldo and De Gea back to front won us that game, and in this team they're the only two Premier League winners in this team, so they've got that experience, and that's exactly what we need. But we definitely need someone in that midfield, and you know, we just got to trim down the squad a bit because we got too many players.
Yeah, I mean, what do you reckon Ralph said after that game to him? We've not heard the interview or anything, but what would you say to him if you was Ralph? What would you say to them players there? Well, We got away with one there. We did all right. We didn't get too complacent. We didn't make loads of mistakes. I suppose that's a good thing, but
it's just going.
We've got that element of doubt, haven't we? That little bit still lingering around.
We do. We haven't. It's only been almost 2 weeks now since Ralph's been in charge. So the players, they know what he wants, but it's just going out there and actually doing it. And it's a confidence thing in their head, because you see when we've got the ball perfect, but we're just not creating. And then we go back and we're constantly going back, and it's really, really frustrating. So I don't think Ralph is going to be 100% happy. He will be glad that we've taken the 3 points, but he's definitely going to want more out of this team.
Before you go, Wade, mate, man of the match for you today, mate. Who's having it?
David De Gea.
David De Gea. Match winner, that one, mate.
Yeah.
Cheers
100%.
for coming on again, mate. Good to see you again, pal.
Cheers, mate.